Welcome to the Edible Schoolyard, Kern County. My name is Mary, and today we're going to learn about measuring. Precise measuring is critical to baking, and baking is a science. When you mix ingredients together, you're creating chemistry. If you add too much salt or too much baking soda, you can alter a recipe. But if you add too much flour to a recipe, it can make it dry and flavorless. Let me introduce you to our measuring tools. We have a set of measuring cups that come in sizes of 1 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/3, and 1/4 of a cup. We have measuring spoons that come in sizes of 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon. And we have a liquid measuring cup that has a spout that comes in increments of 1/4, 1/2, 1 cup, and on up. With our measuring tools, we can measure different types of ingredients. For small amounts, we would use a measuring spoon, which we can measure baking soda and salt. For large amounts, we'd use a measuring cup, which we can measure flour and sugar. And for liquid amounts, we would use a liquid measuring cup, which we could use milk, water, or oil. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to measure with our measuring tools. We are going to use our measuring cups. I'm going to use the 1/2 cup, and we are going to be filling it with white flour. So we use a spoon, and you scoop your dry ingredient into your measuring cup. Keep going with your dry ingredient until you overfill or create a mountain on the measuring cup. Then you will take a flat side of a butter knife and scrape it right across the top. Or if you have a bench scraper, you can use that to scrape off the top. Once you are done, you can pour it into your bowl. Let's move on to the measuring spoons. I'm going to use the 1 teaspoon, and these measuring tools are used for small amounts of an ingredient, such as salt. So we're going to measure some salt today. So you're going to scoop, and you can either use your finger to scrape, or you could use a little bench scraper to scrape off the top. And there's your precise measurement, and you can add it to your bowl. Here's a great tip. When you're measuring sticky ingredients like honey, you can take a little bit of oil and put it in the spoon like this. And then when you pour your sticky ingredient in, measure it. And then it comes right out of the spoon. Let's move on to our liquid measuring cup. The best way to use your liquid measuring cup is to leave it on a flat surface and pour your liquid ingredient into the measuring cup up to the desired amount. Really super simple. Here's an opportunity to practice your fractions. If a recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, you can try to use other measuring cups to get to that 1 cup. For example, how many 1/4 does it take to get to 1 cup? Or how many 1/2 get to 1 cup? Have fun with it. Thank you for joining me today at the Edible Schoolyard, Kern County.